So many of you may know I grew up around narcissist, and I was actually diagnosed as one several years back. I've been studying this disorder for many years now, and I could teach you a few simple strategies on how to protect yourself when a narcissist loses control of you, because believe me, this can be the most dangerous time of your life. No joke. Today's video will explain 4 things that narcissists will do when they lose power over you. I just want to make sure you can spot the signs and know what to expect when the narcissist knows you figured them out. So number 1, you can expect the abuse intensity to increase. They're going to try all kinds of dirty tactics to pull you back in, from huge emotional outbursts, guilt trips, or even blatant lies to make you defend yourself and engage with them. They'll try anything from a serious illness like cancer to threats of unaliving themselves. Unfortunately, this is so common. I hear about this all the time. My mother was a malignant narcissist, and the unaliving strategy was very common. It always happened when she couldn't get her way with something, or maybe she was just having a bad day. It was such a common threat. In fact, I think my entire family became numb to it. But you have to hold your ground. Don't go back. Serious illnesses are no longer your problem, and the threats of them harming themselves are not your problem either. You can involve their immediate family to help them, or even the proper authorities to take this matter seriously. Remember, you are no longer responsible for someone else's emotions. For whatever it's worth, my mother never actually followed through with her threats. So you must maintain control and just recognize the escalation for what it is. Think of them like a toddler, like, what's that guy? Chucky from Child's Play. A very dangerous toddler throwing a temper tantrum. And one thing you have to remember, that this is very important. Most narcissists have arrested development. That means their emotional maturity is arrested and not developed. What this means for you is they have very low empathy to how you feel, and they could say or do all kinds of things and not even understand how badly they're hurting you. I'll do an entire video based on this, but all you really need to know is they have less gray matter in their brains, and the less gray matter that is actually associated with empathy. So knowing this, I would hope that would highlight and help you understand the danger you might be in, and understand that while they're trying to destroy you, they don't always know why they're doing it. This will just highlight the dangers. So they're very calculated, horrifically manipulative. On top of that, the arrested development that they suffer from means they can harm you and not even understand how badly they're harming you. Think about that. So I just want to make sure you can spot the signs and know what to expect. Now, number 2, while not as dangerous, they will immediately live in denial. So a little bit over 2 years ago, when me and my wife separated, we were on the road to divorce. I lived in denial. I assumed she was coming back to me wrongly, obviously. I didn't believe anything she said. I thought it was all a bluff and a joke and whatever. It took me months to get it through my thick skull that it was actually over. I was shocked, dismayed, confused. And then she already had a boyfriend and filed for divorce. Then it finally sunk in. Can you believe that? So right about that time, though, is when I discovered I was actually a narcissist through therapy, and I reconnected with my faith, and I had to accept it and move on and suffer through it. But initially, I just wasn't hearing her. I didn't want to hear her. I was fine living in denial, and I figured out I had NPD, and we actually had a rather peaceful separation. I just kept begging her back and acting as if we're still married. So obviously in my case, I just lived in denial and treated her like she was still mine. But you can expect this from a narcissist. Going through a divorce or breakup, they'll dismiss you, they'll disbelieve you, they'll disregard you, and carry on like you're still married. It's kind of like you end up being their property. Obviously for me, I did move on, but I could see how this could become dangerous in time with other narcissists. And number three, you can expect they will obviously feel overwhelmed and desperation will set in, panic, and knowing they lost you, they're going to obviously be planning Hoover attempts, meaning they're going to try to win you back, but they're going to try to find a new supply. This is absolutely needed for a narcissist to live on. They need supply, they need attention, they need a new source of power. Once they lost you, they have to find it somewhere else. There are no exceptions to this. Believe me, this is needed and necessary, and they will do anything and everything to obtain new supply. So it might end up good for you that the longer you hold out, the more likely it is they'll move on and find someone because they have to. Okay, and lastly, another common tactic is what's called flying monkeys, smear campaign. It's designed to ruin you and ruin your reputation. When they realize they lost control of you, they want to make you out to be the bad person. So anyone and everyone in your immediate circle could be a victim of this. They'll spread rumors, lies, make you look like the villain, hopefully beat you down and make you lose confidence and doubt your decisions. The best way to protect yourself is to protect your power and don't defend. The minute you defend yourself with a flying monkey means you lost power. This is also an intimidation tactic to bully you back into the relationship. Think of it like the more you say, the less power you have. So when they spread these rumors, just don't respond. When they try to publicly shame you, don't respond. Obviously, this is going to be painful, unfair, but the only thing you should do is withdraw your attention and move on with your life. Indifference is the ultimate revenge against the narcissist. Now, knowing what to expect is a great line of defense as well. These are all patterns they run, and these are just four that I thought of the last couple days off the top of my head. Just remember, indifference will defeat the narcissist every single time. Your true friends and family and inner circle are going to know who you are. Hopefully in time you can figure out who you are once again. Find your happiness, find your peace, move to the light. Trust me, in time your whole life's going to be so much better. You're going to be so much happier. It just takes some time. God bless you. Take care. Stay safe.